Welcome back to Goals on Sunday. We're in the company of Liverpool legend Graeme Souness. Graeme, some memories in there. We talked a little bit before about being in Rangers, and you said that when you eventually left Rangers, you'd actually been offered the Liverpool job a couple of times before you eventually said yes. We've had clearly had lots of emails and tweets about it. Thank you for all your texts and emails. This is from Mark McClear. He said, Graeme, you obviously had a huge success with Rangers before you came to Anfield in '91, and you were the right choice to replace Kenny Dalglish. Many people now reflect on your tenure as a manager as a time when the Anfield boot room was dismantled and you tried to change the ethos of the club. Do you feel this is a fair comment, and why do you think your spell at the club wasn't as successful as many would have hoped despite the FA Cup win in '92?
Well, I was there for 2.5 years, and I inherited a team that was an old team, a team that know that they were past their best. They hadn't won anything for 2 years when I arrived there. In the 2.5 years I was there, I think I dealt with 4, possibly 5 testimonials. And the biggest mistake I made was I had players coming to me. I had maybe 4 players I can think of came to me and said, I've had an offer from another club. It's my last chance of a long contract, and I want to go. And the mistake I made was I should have said, hold on a minute, I hear what you're saying, give me time to find replacements. But my attitude was then that this is Liverpool you're talking about. Nobody wants to leave here. You know, this is my club. It's a special club for me. You shouldn't want to leave here. And I got angry with them, and I sold them as quickly as I could. I'd get them out the door as quickly as I could. And then you rush out to buy replacements, and some of them were just not good enough. I think I made that mistake. In terms of doing away with the boot room, that's not true. I mean, what I tried to change was some of the things I picked up in Italy, which, to be fair, they're all there now. You know, like, let's change the training ground at Melwood. Let's go there in the morning. Let's develop that. And that's all happened since then. You know, let's change, without giving too much detail, let's change our eating and our drinking habits, which as a player I was part of. And now they're all, where they are now is exactly what I was trying to do when I was manager of Liverpool. You know, like a daft thing, and you won't believe this story, like the type of lager we had on the team bus after games. I say, can we make it a lighter beer? That was a problem to change. Let's not have fish and chips after an away game. No, we've always had fish and chips, and we've won trophies with fish and chips. There isn't a team out there now that would eat fish and chips after a game. So all these things I was trying to introduce slowly. In terms of the person who's referring to the boot room, the reason the boot room was changed is because they wanted to extend the media room for the press conferences after the game. That wasn't my doing. But listen, I wasn't without blame in my time at Liverpool. There's nobody sadder than me that it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to work out. But that's life. I have to accept it. I also accept I made one almighty rick by dealing with the Sun newspaper. At the time, I didn't realise the strength of feeling against the Sun newspaper. When I was manager at Liverpool, there was current players that were in my team dealing with the Sun newspaper. There was ex-players dealing with the Sun newspaper. My problem was, I agreed to do an exclusive with them. And the thing that really killed me, and it makes me sad today, because the last thing I wanted to do was upset any Liverpool supporter, especially people who were damaged by Hillsborough, in whatever shape or form. And it was a series of circumstances. I agreed to have a picture taken after the FA Cup replay against Portsmouth. The game went to extra time. I said, you only have a picture if we get through. I was in hospital with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and we have a picture taken. But that's after extra time, and then it went to penalties. Now, that picture was meant to go in on a Tuesday, and because the game had gone to extra time and penalties, it missed the deadline. So they put it on a Wednesday. The Wednesday was the anniversary of Hillsborough, and that killed me. And the local journalist for the Sun at the time was Mike Ellis, who was away on holiday, and he's the one person that could have said to the office for the Sun newspaper that we just can't do that. So I hold my hands up. I'm still a Liverpool supporter. You know, they're still my team, and there's nobody hurts more than me whenever the Hillsborough thing's mentioned. It hurts me because, you know, I had a great time as a player at Liverpool. I like to think I had a great relationship with the supporters at the time, and it hurts me. And I can only apologise, and it's something I have to live with.